So, I just wanted to talk about an issue I've been seeing in various countries throughout the world. Um, there has been a growing sentiment against foreign immigration, uh, the movement of foreign nationals, whether that be refugees or illegal immigrants, um, towards a certain particular country. As we know in the UK, parties like Nigel Farage's Reform UK, um, extremist movements such as the English Defence League, and these are um, political movements, social movements that um sees culture as sees a difference in culture as a threat, as um, as a threat to the integrity of their nation. Here in Indonesia, we see quite strong sentiments against um, Chinese immigrants, against um, foreign nationals that essentially has uh, taken control of various matters in politics and economics. Um, in America, of course, Trump has been massively pushing forward the ICE, to crack down on issues of immigration, of whichever, but I feel like all these tendencies in these various countries, they are taking the focus away from what we should be focusing on. Um, I believe that difference in cultures, difference in places of origin plays a role much less significant than the role of differences in class. Um, you know, I get that people um, they get angry to a certain extent when um, someone of a foreign nationality comes to their place of residence and takes over jobs, occupations, public commodities, and so on and so forth. But the amount that is taken by foreign nationals is arguably quite minuscule when compared to things that matter far more, which is the difference in class. The lower classes of society, whether that be foreign immigrants or um, local workers that are from that place, um, they all find a difficulty in obviously in going about fulfilling their daily needs. It's not because of each other. It's not that um, foreign people are taking over the rights of people of of inlanders, of people actually from that place. But it's more so that this neoliberalism that has been going around in the UK ever since Margaret Thatcher's era, um, which is basically this this very capitalistic sort of economy modeled and influenced by the U.S. economy with free market, so to speak, in a way that really pushes um, inequality in a way that is unprecedented, really. Um, the class difference now is insane, with so how how can people capitalize from having more wealth than everybody else? It's honestly quite simple, and they just that's passive income when they have a lot of money, and they just simply keep it within um, their balances, their bank balances. Obviously, um, compound interest makes it so that they receive more money when compared, so rich people could just hoard money and build money up in that sort of way, and hence control the markets. Um, I believe that the class issue um, just uh, well, I'm not saying that immigration and illegal immigration and foreigners isn't an issue, but I believe that the significance could be put into questioning when compared to something as massive as the difference in class, essentially. Yeah. Um, so I believe that policies should reflect upon dismantling this the sort of difference in class. When it comes to solution, I don't have a solution. There has been many solutions put forward throughout the course of history. The entire concept of communism is built upon the idea of a classless society. Obviously, we could see how that went. Um, it, it, it didn't work out as planned, but um, dismantling um, class differences, or maybe let's put it into much more realistic terms, um, empowering the middle class, which is uh, the class that suffers most in modern society due to um, them being taxed the highest percentage among all other wealth groups, and them not having access to the various welfare programs that the lower classes have access to. Um, we that's why we see the middle class collapsing in various countries throughout the world, including here in Indonesia, but literally in every country that adopts in a neoliberal structure of an economic system. We could see that um, they face a shrinkage, they face a diminishing middle class, which has its effect of increasing the wealth gap and simply making it more difficult for competitors to monopolies and established people already established within the system with already enough resources to exist within the system to be competed by anyone else. Um, I believe the main focus of government policies should not be on immigration. That's like a very petty thing to focus on, um, especially regarding the significance that class differences have on how um, things such as cash flow play out. Like parties like Reform UK. You know, his speech, Nigel Farage's speech in Parliament, I felt was he addressed issues. He addressed whatever issues was going on, but he failed to pin down the causes of these issues, the flaws in the system that lets these sorts of issues happen. He blamed it on immigration, on illegal immigrants, which I just find to be quite amusing, really, because that's just blatant distracting um, the focus of society from things that actually matter, class differences, to something quite irrelevant, which is I think that's just humorous.